I truly believe that agriculture, and especially animal agriculture, is a lifestyle choice. I believe that when people choose to do this, you're not just doing it for dollars and cents. You have a love for the animal, you have a love for outside, you have a love for the environment, and I think the goal always is to make that better and pass it on to the next generation.
Some of the ways that data and technology is being driven the most that relates to our farm would be on a genetic and on a repro side, in that in order for us to make a better cow, which is a happier cow of the future, genetics play a part in that. That's the goal right now, and we're at a point where we're closer to choosing which animals pass on those genetics and which animals do not.
Animal protein is a critical part of our balanced diet, and people all around the world will have to access more healthy protein, not less, for optimal health and nutrition. Genus is really focusing on the future. There is a path to develop animal egg in a more sustainable way and really save it for generations and for our children and grandchildren, which is really important. We applying science with a dream that this science will lead to the healthiest, best animal that will be efficient, but most importantly, healthy, and provide the milk or meat for population for years to come. That's the most important goal for us.
You look at the history of breeding and you realize that cattle were domesticated about 10,000 years ago. Breeding has been going on for this whole time, but as we've learned more, as science has advanced, we're able to do this in a much more precise manner. And I think that's one of the really huge values of bringing science and technology into the agriculture industry, into the genetics industry.
The new breeding technologies give us opportunity to provide those very, very valuable traits, such as disease tolerance, to farmers of all sizes. And it's maybe even more critical for small farmers, because if disease happened on their farm, it can eliminate the whole herd and severely impact the livelihood of the family.
Ebert Enterprises is a now 5th, 6th, and 7th generation part of this farm. My wife Renee, our kids Jordan and Whitney. So as our family is venturing in, taking this product to the consumer, it was real important for us to design a facility that was animal first in the way we handle the animal up till its final harvest. And that care definitely comes from growing up with animals and caring for them for the last 7 generations.
The animal is the center of the business, of the farms. They're the center of the businesses. They're obviously the center of the industry, and the products that result from them, right? If the consumer has a smiling face over a bowl of ice cream or a cold glass of milk, dipping their cookie in it, all that stems back to the animal that made that happen, and that this all centers around. And so if we focus our attentions at making technology or progress to improve their lives, we're going to result in a more sustainable industry and a more sustainable product.
Science and technology are here to help accelerate that process so that we can meet those needs. And it's really going to accomplish our goal for our producers right now, but it's going to also have a really continued positive impact in the future. It's a pretty cool process. You are designing the instrument around it who can get that measurement and then enrich a population for just those, say, female sperm cells. It's an engineering challenge that's really fun because it brings in a lot of different hard problems to solve. None of this is trivial to do, and the technology itself really had to bring all of these things together to make the product.
The precision in technology to be able to do that better, more efficiently, safer for the environment and for the people and neighbors surrounding, that's certainly in our works every day and on our mind.
One of the near-term technologies that I think is going to have a huge impact on the ag industry and the ability to move genetics forward here are on-farm imaging and measurement technologies. How amazing it is what a smartwatch can do. Imagine what a camera in a barn can measure about an animal.
We've seen just a huge influx of technology on dairy farms, from activity monitors like cow Fitbits on the animals, to feed precision that gets it down to the micro mineral to achieve the cow's optimal performance, and then up through GPS utilization in our fields to understand what our best cropping practices should be. The ability to use the advancement in breeding technologies to improve in these areas of social responsibility is truly a game changer for us. It can improve the animal health and welfare components. It can improve and likely reduce our use of antibiotics. It can also help drive those further efficiencies. Making a cow that can transition feed into milk in a more efficient manner will allow for us to achieve that environmental sustainability as well. We've had the animal health experts in our veterinarian community on board. We've had the feed and the crop experts on board for a long time in this discussion, but genetics has maybe been that last piece of the puzzle that we've been missing. And for Genus to come proactively and say, hey, we're here to help you as an organization, is something that we are just exceptionally appreciative of Genus and their industry-leading venture in this space.
I think we're going to see more capabilities for measuring the environmental impact of animals and being able to directly influence that through the genomic set of that animal. I think we're also really at that sort of data tipping point for enabling farmers to do so much more with managing their herds, managing their animals to improve their welfare and efficiency throughout.
As a company, we enable them to fulfill those dreams and to achieve the goals that they have. And when we're talking to farmers, they also want more science. They want to bring technologies to their farms because, again, they're the ones who really invested in making our whole food chain sustainable and healthy.